Hello and welcome to Andar Plays Victoria 2 as Catalonia, Part 2. This is going off pretty much right after the last episode. I'm just going to unpause. We got into a bit of trouble with Spain, but we didn't push ourselves into an area we could not go because France could not assure us that they would have our backs. So, I don't want to risk the entire sovereignty of the independence of Catalonia. We've only had independence for a few years. It'd be horrible to lose it, especially to Spain. And while we are working off our infamy that we acquired from trying to take Aragon territory, why don't we build this glass factory we've been talking about? Gotta fight that disease. So let's see if that'll do something. What'll probably happen is we won't have enough craftsmen. I don't know if we can even encourage any. So let's try and see if we can get that going. +5 every day or so, every week or so. We'll get there eventually. We will turn Catalonia into an industrial power, and from there we will rule the world. We're already almost a secondary power, so I believe that we will be able to get into the colonial game, which is what I really want to do. Like the last 2 rounds, I didn't get into the colonial game. I was playing as Java, never managed to get into, Fiji was the goal, because why not? And as Colombia, just never succeeded to get where you needed to be. Look at that. So yeah, we'll see if we can change that here with Catalonia positioned conveniently close to Africa and with a, good basis for becoming a great power or a secondary power. Here we are now at 19. And after this technology, what are we going to research? Let's go with medicine. To get this population up. We're losing a lot of people to tuberculosis and other such horrors of the Victorian era. Maybe we should build some fortifications, but I really want this industry to take off here. Get capitalists pumping in. If we're socialists, we gotta build factories left and right, but no matter what, Barcelona's gonna own ya. And what are we gonna own you in? Industrialization, and of course, honor. We'll get there. We will get there. One step at a time. Garona. It's a good name. So yeah, I'm really scared I'm gonna run out of stuff to talk about during this episode, because, yeah, it's just I'm too scared to go against any of the 2 powers next to me. So I probably just won't. And I gotta work this infamy off. Just kind of wait for this factory to get built up, and, we'll see where it goes from there. Seem to be getting quite a big bunch of money. Why don't we put a naval base in Tarragona, which is, if we're gonna colonize, we're gonna need a naval base. Plain and simple. And Tarragona is our closest to the African coast of Morocco there. Is there a colonial range button? I'm pretty sure there is. Colonial map mode. It won't tell us where we can colonize until we are, a secondary power, because only secondary power and great powers can colonize. Hey, Ornith. Little steam pop-ups obscuring my map. Really disappointed in France. Like, if we had taken, Aragon here, Asconia, Aragon, think of all the cool things we could have had. We could have had iron. We should push for reform or gain prestige. I like prestige. Yeah, brings us up to 18, and we are the 9th in prestige. But yeah, we could have had iron, could have had that naval base up there, in addition to just, more wheat and fruit, but mostly that iron. What about the population? Must be a populated area. Moderately populated by the looks of it. It would be a nice addition. It'd be a good territory to have. Although, as noted in the last episode, our culture extends all the way down here. So maybe Valencia would be easier to incorporate. And also we have to take Spanish Catalonia because, you know, our Catalonian brethren are just sitting over there. I don't know why we don't have a core on that, but we don't. That's unfortunate. Really is. You know, maybe we'll jump. You know, we're ahead of all these little German states. Maybe that's what's holding us back from being a secondary power. Because they have to rank somewhere. And they're just all over the place. Varying degrees of quality. Who only serve to exist so that Prussia can play a sphere of influence mini-game to form Germany. What's going on in the news? El Debate. New patent? New patent? Yeah, that's very poor front page design here. Just to have two of the same stories with the two same pictures. I want to know who is running El Debate. But they're doing a pretty bad job. That is unforgivable as far as I'm concerned. Also, I wouldn't have these two here. I would just expand, you know, the main story. Mecklenburg-Dutch relations, like, that'll be a thing soon. Oh, look, Scandinavian Empire. Hey there, Scandinavia. How you doing? I like their flag colors. They're the same as ours. Reminds me of Kill Bill, for some reason. Similar color palette of her suit and their flag colors. And that's how you can tell good flag design, is when they get inspiration from Kill Bill. Oh, so silly. Put a fort in Barcelona? No one's gonna own Barcelona except the people who own Barcelona, and that's me. Barcelona, you don't own Barcelona, Barcelona owns you. Okay, I'm driving that joke into the ground, is what I'm doing. Oh, man. Wow. Yep. Infamy's down to 5.10. How is that factory doing now that it's built? No, it's getting profit. That's good to see. Is it, industrial subsidies somewhere? Something we have to look at. Whoa, we went into debt? When? When did we go into debt? Either way, we can pay that off real quick. Industrial subsidies. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're not paying any subsidies, which means that this factory is producing pure profit right now. Good on us. We should probably wait until this gets some actual, you know, workforce behind it before even thinking about doing another factory. But for now, yeah, that factory's, you know, usually whenever I make factories, they tend to be poorly thought out and don't do anything other than fail. And that really makes me feel bad. You know, I am the law. You know, I am dominate. I need to prove my dominance through successful industrial progress. You know, a failure is... you shouldn't consider it a failure on me. It's the worker's fault. That's what it is. Okay, 1852, we'll do Impressionism, get more prestige, some Impressionist art. Just go full prestige, you know. We'll be considered a great power based on our artistic merit, not on any actual display of power, though. That's the best way to be a great power, I suppose. Switzerland style. Although Switzerland is an economic industrial power, you know, they got their country wired to explode during World War II, etc. Yeah. Alright, Switzerland ain't bad. They got nice knives. Man. Wonder what Catalonia's democracy, fascist, communist flags look like. You know, probably just puts a hammer and sickle somewhere, stuff like that, but still interesting to see nonetheless. Let's see. Yep, they still just gotta keep making sure they love me. 200. What about Austria? Well, United Kingdom wouldn't be bad either, if I could convince them. You know, we're good people. Good people indeed. You're good people. We should be good people together. You know, you're friends with Belgium, the Netherlands. I'm a small country in need of a friend. You're not in need of a friend, you got France. You know, more the merrier. You know, think of how the world could change if you didn't have this hostility between your two nations and just united for the goal of world conquest and spread of civilization. Air quotes. Hear that, Africa? Oh. So yeah, now we're building a fort. How long did that take? That's taken so... man, forever. Wow. How about we decrease the amount of money we're taking from the poor people down to 70 like it is for everyone else. Okay. So yeah, we have a pretty healthy middle class, which I find hard to maintain. But yeah, there it is. Staring at me. Catalonia, you're alright. And it is late at night now. Or not late at night, it's about 8 o'clock. The votes have been cast. Catalonia has decided that they should be an independent nation, although Spain is of course saying that the referendum is illegal, etc. Just, you know, a nationalist party propaganda stunt, stuff like that. You know, I'm confident Catalonia will become independent. Whether that is a good or bad thing, you know, I'm not really sure. Like I said in the last episode, I have no stake in the area. I'm just kind of watching and seeing what happens as an interest. So yeah, we can't even afford anything else. The next thing we would want to build would be the winery. You know, it supports our glass industry and our fruit industry. It'd be a good thing to have. But, 16.9. Production, well, factories. Yeah, oh no, we're losing profit now. We have to subsidize all of that loss there, but well, we're getting more people working in the factory, and that's good stuff. Yep, 1% of the population of Catalonia are craftsmen employed in the city of Barcelona. You know, so we are moving people into the cities away from agriculture. You know, as any modern nation would have done. And we probably will never have this little territory here. So don't expect that out of me. I'm depending way too much on France right now to even think about just being all like, hey, yo, Perpignan? Man, it's my opinion that Perpignan's mine. Perpignan. Now, I couldn't see what it actually said because that construction animation is in the way. And our naval base is constructed. That's good stuff. What navy can we build? Get a big old man of war out there. You know, never hurt anyone. Except our budget. Maybe we really shouldn't have a man of war. But, you know, I want one, dang it. Make that be our military and naval base. Yeah, the navy base is in where that is. Send a Catalonian expedition, of course. We are now ranked 17, almost a secondary power. And then we'll actually be able to see if we have the range to colonize. I'm sure we do. We have to. It's the boat, Andrew. Pick the boat. Yeah, we have the colonial range to at least get to Morocco. Although that'll be where Spain tries to get as well. And do I really want fish and wool with a chance of getting wheat and low population areas? No. You know, if at all possible, I'd want to get in here. You know, maybe take over Liberia. Something like that. Well, not Liberia. No, that's British Sierra Leone, but get that precious metal. But that probably won't happen either. You know, cotton over there. Just looking at the coast, because I probably won't be able to compete very much. But, you know, if I could get this tropical, what is this? Niger Delta? That'd be a good spot to own. Then you can use that to support an invasion into Sokoto. which has a very high population, which I could convert into soldiers, as well as, you know, an alright bunch of resources, cotton, fruit, cattle, you know, stuff that I already have, but could always use more of. Those glass factories and wineries don't build themselves. So, yep. Okay, you're at 2.2 now. Let's see, start thinking about people. It might be a good idea to start a tussle with, a throwdown, if you will. And I'm not really sure of anyone. Like, where would Catalonia's interest be? You know, we can't really get in anywhere. Like, I want to take a territory away from Spain, but as long as they're allied with Russia, I don't think France will go for it. Just gotta make sure, yeah. Not only that, it seems that, France would rather have Spain in their sphere of influence and have them as an ally as opposed to an enemy. That is not good for my interests, though, so I feel like I'm running out of time already. Albania? Maybe that'll stir up some trouble. Have some excitement going on. In the last episode, I decided to break through tradition of invading someone every episode, so anything could happen. This Let's Play is off the rails. I'm a loose cannon now. I don't care about the law. If cops aren't around, there is no law. And look, we have a man of war now. Gain 5 liberal. We don't need no liberals. Oh, whatever. Ain't gonna hurt none. Okay, our man of war is called the Bisbat der Gel. Yep, okay, we have that. And immediately stop funding the Navy as much as we can. There we go. You know, we got our little boat. It's good. Look at that Catalonian flag flying over that ship. Get in there. You don't have the supplies to even go into the Gulf of Lion. It's a lion's den in the Gulf of Lion. The Gulf of Lion be lion. The Gulf of Lion's lazy, it keeps lying down. Alright, I'll stop. It's a bit much. I would say, anyway. Okay, keep them happy. 200%. Yeah, Belgium's a great power. Alright. Throws Britain off, because that's their sphere of influence. That's Flanders. Where's Wallonie? That's Wallonie. That's baloney. Okay. Yeah, Andrew, stop saying stupid stuff. Well, maybe if Catalonia had, you know, actual stuff going on. It does in real life. Well, it doesn't in this game, and it makes for a bad Let's Play. Okay, you got a point there. Subconscious mind of Andrew. But you gotta think, you know, who? Do you really want to go to war with Morocco? What are you gonna take? There's precious metal. That's good stuff. Let's see, is that a region you can take? Yeah, Figweeg. You know, gets us nestled right into Algeria, if we choose to abuse that. They're in the sphere of the United Kingdom, you know, so that might be a problem for France. Don't really... Oh, France can't really handle them right now. They don't have the strong military I usually know them for having. Algeria, on the other hand, they are in the sphere of the French, so it can't really do that either. Two Sicilies is all alone. But what would I take from the Two Sicilies? That's a good question. Sulfur is usually good stuff. It has a good population. Might be worth having. Get to justify my navy. So yeah, let's see if they'll go for that. The French, I mean. Acquire state. This is ridiculous. Very much so. Okay, yep, I get the full helping of infamy. Oh, that's beautiful. It's what I deserve. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take all the heat you're packing. Because I'm an Iron Man. Right. We can try building another factory, maybe? Yeah, I mean, we're losing so much money on it now. The prices collapse. Aren't we, what's going on in the trade? Trade tab. Glass is now at 3.1. Yeah, the prices are going down, stagnating. Is that what's going on? And now I can't pay for the... Oh, man. Yeah, I can't pay for the upkeep. Why is my factory failing? I want to know why. Why won't the game tell me? Should have gone into the high-demand luxury furniture and luxury clothes business. That would have made me tons of bucks. Built up forts all over the place. But alas, it is not to be. What does that mean? Buying up stockpile. Alright, I guess that's what our country's doing? No, that's just those kind of resources. Military goods. Okay. But, yeah, that must be what that symbol means, is my country is actively buying it. I have most of this economy stuff automated because I don't understand the mechanics behind it. And it seems like something that should be automated in the first place. So yeah, we're down to 18 again. Alright. Just keep encouraging craftsmen, I guess. Okay, let's go back over here. Breech-loaded rifles. Get some guards. Replace those infantrymen out with some heavy hitters. Sicilian menace. How can you continue to call yourselves the Two Sicilies when you only have one Sicily, and the Sicily you have isn't even the real Sicily? Tell me that, Two Sicilies, and Naples. Tell me that. Yeah, and that might throw off completely the idea of a unified Italy. So who knows? Then again, maybe... Oh, I should have checked this. No, like everyone's neutral with them in terms of the spheres of influence. So yeah, it's... France, you up for it? I hope so. Very likely. Alright, we are now at war with the Two Sicilies. I'm hoping France does all the legwork. Okay, they've honored that. That's good stuff. And they're just gonna walk on straight on through. Take a bit of a roundabout way, of course. Now gotta go through the Papal States, but they'll get there. No worries about that. They'll strike in Aquila, and then go straight for the capital. Straight for the eyes. And Two Sicilies has landed 20,000 troops in Genoa, which will be attacked by a large amount of French troops. I'll send my guys in there, just to know that I defended my homeland, even if it is with predominantly French help. Alright, so now they have been defeated. I'll send my guys back over to Barcelona, now that they are out of our territory completely. Two Sicilies are in a naval battle with the French. The Two Sicilies might win, because they just have more in the area. Alright, yeah. Didn't realize Two Sicilies had such an efficient navy, and the French did not. But, you know, I guess when you got 44,000 troops, 44... No, France has a huge navy. I don't know. They just have to get their ships around, is all. So, yeah, France is occupying the place that we need. Maybe France will take half of Two Sicilies, take Puglia, however you want to say it. And that'll be cool. And then maybe Two Sicilies will never be, and South Italy will never form with North Italy, and there will always be two Italies. No real Italian nation. That would be interesting. Because I know that they have two distinct cultures, and it looks like we won. Yeah, we won. Look at that. Sicilian Sicily, or not, yeah, Catalonian Sicily. And joined British Sicily, but no Two Sicilies, Sicily. Two Sicilies, Sicily. Alright, yeah, so we probably need a clipper ship now. We can build more troops. Let's wait until we get those guards. In the meantime, yeah, build those clipper ships. Each one of these can transport 3. So yeah, be at... Yeah, we need just 4. Yep, 4 of those. Get them done. And there were 2 factories over here. A clothes factory and a firearms factory. This one supports cloth. Do I want to spend that much money to reopen these? No. I'm not really sure what they'll do in the context of my greater economic plan. But, you know, they closed probably because they didn't have what it takes to survive. Now I got sulfur, so maybe the, what am I doing? I need to go to production. And sulfur builds me the firearms factory stuff, right? No, it builds ammunition, though. Yes, sulfur and iron build ammunition, go into trade, and sulfur is at 6.4, ammunition's at 17.7, and firearms are at 35.2, and going down. But, you know, nations will always need rifles. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see if we can keep this, yeah, we'll see if we can keep that, running. Oh, I want everyone going to that one, in that, province there, if you can. So yeah, now we're rank 13, because we won that war. That is beautiful, must say. Catalonia has expanded. We are not... Like, we no longer have to live in fear that, Spain can just straight up annex us. They will now have to take over, Sicily here. But then again, when Italy forms, we'll have to deal with the idea of, you know, Italy bearing down on us to capture their core here, Italia Irredenta, in the south. And we are a much easier target than Austria is, that's for sure. So they'll probably pick on us quite a bit. If, you know, and then we'll have to deal with red shirt rebels. Let's look at this. Catalonia anarcho-liberals. But yeah, we'll get, you know, the guy whose name starts with a G. Forget what it is. But yeah, he'll stir up trouble, no doubt. Okay. Don't exactly have what it takes to build a... I'll just close this factory. Yeah, it's done. Alright, yeah, so we have everyone in that province working for that. There's going to be a paper factory, which gets its money from timber. Let's go to trade to see if that's worthwhile. Timber, 0.9, that's super cheap. Paper is 3.4, yeah, sure, you know. And capitalists, you know, they think it's a good idea. Who am I to say? If that's what they want to do with their money, that's what they want to do with their money. Clergymen in Palermo, population, I don't want to change the population any. They can be more conscious if they like. Alright, Impressionist literature. We get shared prestige, plus 15. That brings us up to 11, with the 8th highest prestige in the world. The 15th largest amount of industry. Not much of a military to, you know, talk about, but we got one. 136 colonial points, for when that matters. And for now, we'll go free press. You know, we want people getting educated. We are at 32.8% literacy. That's pretty good. Told you going down the positivism, I believe it is, yeah. Positivism would work. You know, maybe get a little functional. Colonial migration. Yeah, that's... I have never seen anyone at all ever migrate to the colonies. So I'm going to go ahead and call colonial migration a lie. Or maybe I'm just misinterpreting what that's supposed to mean. Maybe it means kernel migration, I don't know. That'd be a butchery of the English language, though, I tell you what. Alright, so all our transport ships are there. The Fama, the Drac Vermel, the Estrella, the Aguila Negra, and the Bizdat Dergel. That's good stuff. And then we'll get the guards soon. It allows for guards, or do we have to actually... Nope. As soon as we research this, it allows the construction of guard. Good. Our appearances don't change, though. That doesn't happen until later. Oh yeah, there's a crisis going on. Russian Empire, Thessalia, you know, this stuff happens all the time. Looks like they're gonna get Thessalia. Whatever. Let's see. Yep. It's not that big of a deal. Hey, Two Sicilies, you know, we're not bad guys. It's nothing personal. It's just business. You understand. You know what I mean? Alright, they've acquired that. Greece now has a name. That's more than we got. But we're still better than them. We're higher up in rank, I believe. Yeah. Look at that. We're still better than you. You're number 57. You're gross, Greece. Ugh, greasy. Foolishly decide that Two Sicilies is worth appeasing, even though they'll never like us. Do we support even the, Oh, I can do that now. Okay, now I have medicine. And, culture is what it'll be under. I need state and government for mission to civilize. So that's what I need to start working towards. And then we'll just have that and be able to do whatever we want from there. Yeah, hopefully I can help these guys like me enough to leave me alone. And, build these guards here. If I can. I cannot. Aww. That makes me upset. Okay, maybe guards probably have to be of my culture. Well, I don't want irregulars. They're weird. Full-on infantrymen. Go. And, of the infantrymen of the Catalan culture. Let's see if that was actually it. Yep, that's what it was. Okay, guards can only be of my culture. Good to know. We'll get them funded. Get it all straightened out. They can go over here. I'll put my being attritioned in port navy over there. Get them all on the boat. That's been disabled. Good stuff. All aboard. The totally not oppressed people. They're living under Catalonian rule. Catalonian rule is a good rule to live under, if ever there was one. Karl Marx and that place I didn't even read. Okay, so merge them together. Choose Pompeo Sol. And yeah, he's the head of this good military here. Put these guys where they need to be. Alright, now let's look at what we have to work with here. See if we can encourage more education. And not only that, let's go into production. See, okay, so this is now full. Now we need the winery. Go ahead, build it. And that's being subsidized. That has full of workers as well. What can we do in that area? Okay. We don't have iron, so I don't really want to do anything for that. Fabric factory, don't have cotton or dye, and none of that. I don't really have any major plans for what I want to do with these guys. Yeah, so that's kind of an issue. They're just gonna starve to death over there, from what it looks like, for being unemployed in a country that has no unemployment subsidies. Ah, man. Catania, Catania belongs in a country called Catalonia. Let's just agree on that, if we can agree on anything. Okay, so now we have two focuses. We need to go on state and government. It might be cool if, hypothetically, in Victoria 3, you could queue your technological advancements. So I could just click state and government instead of having to research ideological thought, and it would just research ideological thought before it researches state and government, and I won't have to click on two things and go into the menus twice. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. I can live with it. It's not like I'm constantly clicking in the technology tree anyway. But, you know, ease of use might be good to have. Extra bonus features, you know, they're extra. Extras are good. Yeah, man, I don't know what to do here. Sons of South Italian Labor. I don't want them militant at all. All craftsmen. All laborers. There are probably less craftsmen than laborers. All laborers in Catalonia gain 2 militancy. So it's either they gain... Yeah. So all laborers gain 2 conscience and 1 militancy, and all craftsmen gain 3 conscience, or all laborers gain 2 militancy, and all craftsmen gain 1 conscience and 1 militancy. Yeah, sure. I'd rather the laborers be less militant, because I'm pretty sure there's more of them. All poor strata will lose 5 militancy, all middle strata will gain some militancy, all rich strata will lose militancy. Force a repeal of the act. Okay. Authoritarianism. That authority is the most important value. You know what? The only authority is the authority of Andrew, and my authority is absolute. So I agree with that idea. Okay, our economy is going all over the place. Why is that? Probably because our middle class doesn't know what the hell it's doing. I don't know what to tell you guys. Well, I just don't understand. They're just going all over the place. What am I supposed to do with this information? Well, are we losing money, gaining? It looks like we're consistently gaining money, so I'm gonna choose not to worry about it. And in the meantime, we can probably build fortifications across this country of ours. Okay, hierarchical order. Build a fort in Tarragona. Then probably be a good idea to build a fort in Lerida, and then finally Girona, because I don't think I'm more worried about Spanish invasions than I am about French invasions. But since we split peacefully from Spain, I don't have to worry about Spanish attempts to reclaim their core land, because they gave up their ownership of that land, indicating they have no interest and they have no claim to the area. No cores. That is not part of their national identity. In a manner of speaking. I should have really had some water before I started doing this. Whoa, Britain! Man, you really took out hedges. You're going to Nej now. What's your deal? Yeah, okay. Good job, Britain, I guess. Really getting to work on that empire of yours. Whoa, Spain. I'm jumping the gun there, aren't you? Didn't know you could do early colonization like that. Wow. Maybe the only reason I hadn't seen that is because Portugal usually never becomes powerful enough to colonize anything other than what it starts with. So yeah, maybe I just unleashed a hidden danger by doing that silly, there needs to be a reason, and the reason was really dumb for releasing Catalonia. But it's how we got here after all. Let's get another naval base level. Some rebels. Piedmont White Army. Okay. Maybe at some point we can justify another war with Spain. Or not another war, but, you know, get another justification against Spain. That could possibly lead to a war. it would be in our favor. Okay, yeah. I don't need either of those having any focus towards them. Okay. Please be employed there. That's not to say don't be employed at the glass factory, but I need people in the winery as well. And they're both making profit. It's these Sicilians that are just being lazy. Come on, Sicily. Prove yourself. Alright, our economy took a nosedive. We'll just cut education real quick, down to 50%. And we'll be doing fine. Albania, always causing trouble. Okay. That's being made. I'll have a fort there. Whoops. Yeah. Alrighty. Max naval base level. That was a quick tech. Steamers. I don't really need anything in there. What about industry? Culture. Nothing to really get in here. Research points. Maybe that'll be a quick tech as well. Maybe it'll be a technological power in the region. I mean, you gotta do something to differentiate yourself and carve your niche in European politics. What's going on over there? Prussian-Austrian Brothers' War. Who's gonna win? Who will lose? I imagine Austria will lose. No real doubt in my mind about that. They got Britain on their side. They're pushing in. Yeah. Well, not to say that Austria isn't giving them a fight. I mean, they just moved. They're moving towards Berlin. They can probably see it, but they probably won't get to it, unfortunately. Alright, because my voice is going to start dying soon, I'm going to end part 2 of Andar Plays of Victoria 2 as Catalonia right here. Thank you for watching.